going to show you what I've learned so far in setting up a Google Classroom. One of the things that I do is that I go into my Gmail. So as usual, when you go into your Gmail, right over here at the top right hand corner, you will see 9 dots that shows the Google Apps. So I click on the Google Apps, then I go down, I search for Google Classroom. Google Classroom, where are you? There it is. Google Classroom right here. Gotcha. So I click on it. So here it comes up. The app Classroom helps classes communicate, save time, and stay organized. So you see my email address is showing here, and I'm going to click continue. See the arrow where it's telling us to go, create or join your first class. Now we are going to be setting up this class as a teacher. So we click on the plus sign and we get the option to join class or create class. Well, as a teacher, we will need to create class. So I'm going to click on create class. Your school university must sign up for a free G Suite for education account before you can use Classroom. Students cannot use Google Classroom in a school or university with their personal accounts. Right now, I'm just using this as a demo. And so I will click, I've read and understand the above notice, and I'm not using Classroom at a school or university. So I'm ticking here because I'm not going to use this for a school. And then I'll press continue. So the next thing that we're being asked to do here is to create the class. Now I'm going to give my class, let's say I'm going to call it Learning Google Classroom. Subject, what would we call this? If you were teaching a particular subject, say biology, management of business, of course, you would put your subject name there. So I'm going to call my subject Google Classroom. Room, we don't have any room assignment right now section. All right, let's click on create and let's see what it looks like. So we click create. Oh, so here it says invite students to do your class. Add students on the people page or give them the class code to join. All right, so we'll look at that a little later. So the next thing that we will try to do is to change the theme by pressing select theme. You have 2 options to select one of their themes that's already there, or you can upload a photo and change it. So we're not going to upload a photo today. We are going to be selecting theme. Now there are different themes here that we can choose from. Here they have a list of general themes. They have some, that may closely linked to English or history, math and science, arts, sports, other. All right, so we're going to just select one of the general themes here, and I'm going to select the one with the laptop and the tablet right there on the phone. So when you select it, you see a tick is now on it. So we're going to press select class theme right there. So you see that it has changed very well. There is no classroom without students. What should happen is that you would go over to people. And remember, they were saying initially that we can send our class code or we can just send an email. So here we have the opportunity to invite students. This icon here with a plus. So we have the opportunity to invite students right here. So if I click on invite students, so we can type in the name of a student or the email address of the student. So let me go here. So I'm going to type in the first one right there. and I press invite. After inviting this student, so I can continue to invite as many persons that I want to be a part of this classroom. Let's say I want to change the name of my class. I can, do you see three dots right here? So we click on those three dots where it says edit. So we go on to edit and we rename the classroom Beginner's Guide to Google Classroom. Yeah, that has a ring to it. And I click save. So you see the name has changed, right? I showed you how to invite, one way to invite students to your classroom. And I want to go back. I click on the home page right there and I can click on the class. And right here you see the class code. And I believe that if we want to invite someone to our class, we simply send them the class code. You might be wondering what the class invitation would look like when you would have sent an invitation to your classroom to your student by typing in the email address of the student. Now, the student will get an invitation looking like this in his or her email. And it says class invitation, learning Google Classroom. So it states the name of the class. So if I open up the invitation, it will look something like this. Hello, Melesha Gordon invited you to the class Learning Google Classroom. And the student would select join. Here it is. The student is in the classroom. So we're going to now look to see if we send the students the classroom code, what it would look like. A student can sign in using the code by going to classroom.google.com. So we enter and let's see what that looks like. You will see the plus sign, especially this is for students who will be signing on for the first time. You will see the options to join class or create class. Remember, if you're going to select create class, it means you are the teacher. In this case, it's the student. So the student will select join class. At this point, it is asking for the class code. Remember now that the class code is that we saw when we created our classroom. Well, would send the class code to the student and the student will put it in. So let's put in the class code and let's see if it will take us to the classroom. So after we have put in the class code, then we go to the top right hand corner there where it says join. Let's see where it will take us. Yes, we are there and here is the student in the class. Beginner's Guide to Google Classroom. So now you know how to create a Google Classroom and how to invite your students to your Google Classroom. Hope you learned something. See you next time.